Mike Durbin back with Marshall Holman in the final match of the St. Petersburg Clearwater Senior Open here at Seminole Lanes in St. Petersburg, Florida. Ron Winger, who's won 3 previous matches, takes on the tournament leader, Teata Semiz. And he's got 23 strikes in 3 games.
As you can see, he likes that right lane just a little bit better. 13 on the right. 13 on the right, only 10 on the left. He's starting on the left lane. And kind of starting out where he left off, except this time that pocket hit does not strike. Maybe just a little bit more nerves because it is the title match.
Well, or just the law of averages, and sooner or later something like that's got to stand. Cross lane at the 7-pin should be an easy spare for Winger.
Switches balls once again.
Has the spare dead center. Now we get our first look at Teata Semiz.
And Teata really does have a classic looking delivery and looked very good in practice, Mike.
Very good in practice.
You can see Teata, 5'9", 63 years young.
Trying for an opening strike, and perfect. Teata just maintains that beautiful form year after year after year.
Yes, he does, and it certainly is. It's a credit. It's credit to the regiment he has in keeping himself fit. As you can see, he had a very good match play record, 16-7 with 1 tie.
Love to get out to a quick double here.
Very important. It's got to hurry.
Well, gets a break, leaves only the 2-pin.
A little bit of a nervous delivery there, Mike. Didn't really get the ball out of the lane the way he wanted to. Was a little fast with his feet. Unfortunate, just leaves the 2-pin. Switches to a hard ball, throw hard and straight.
Has the spare.
And he's kind of kicking himself a little bit, saying, "Got it, Teata." Had a chance to put the pressure on him. Didn't really do it. Ron's last title, the '93 Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania Open.
Well, he shot that 300 during that telecast.
And fortunate for Mr. Winger just to leave the 2-pin.
At the 2-pin, should be no trouble for him. Again, changes balls. Hurry, and has the spare. And again, we want to remind you that the umbrella sponsor of the PBA Senior Tour, the Showboat, it's the Showboat Hotel, Casino, and Bowling Center. It's the flagship of the Boulder Strip. They signed a 2-year deal with the PBA as their umbrella sponsor. So if you've got a convention going out there, or you just want to go up for a visit, we want to recommend that you visit the Showboat Hotel, because it's the flagship of the Boulder Strip.
Ron Winger is actually down in a match by 1 pin after 2 frames.
He's got that kick of the 10 back right there.
Got that nice half carry. Teata Semiz up very quickly in the 3rd frame. Strike here to keep the match even as we see Ron Winger's ball coming in, and we call it half pocket. 6-pin does its job, nudges a 10-pin out.
Mr. Hurry does, knocks that 10 out nice.
Very fluid motion with Teata Semiz.
Teata, as we've mentioned, is 63 years of age. He's from Haskell, New Jersey. If he wins tonight, he becomes the oldest senior player to win a senior event.
Yeah, and really doesn't look 63 years old. I mean, you take a look at that physique of his, he still looks like he's in excellent condition and got a couple aches and pains, but he gets the job done.
Trying for the double to go up by 11.
A little better form. And leaves the soft 10. A little better than on that first shot he left on lane 15.
I'd like to ask him right now why he wanted to finish on lane 15. Just seems like it's been a tougher lane for everybody tonight. Sutar's the only one that finished on 16. Of course, it didn't do him any good either.
No, as we see Teata making the spare, almost like a boxing match, sort of feeling each other out in the early rounds, and somebody looking to deliver the knockout blow.
Or at least a combination.
Yeah, that's right.
Winger trying for that 1-2 right here in the third and fourth frame. For the double. And has it. Has that amazing carry.
Yeah, he walks back kind of shaking his head a little bit going, gosh, this is fun. Winger now in that comfortable position of being ahead in the match. Now leads by 9 pins. Can stretch that to a 19-pin lead with a strike here in the fifth.
For 3. Winger, maybe his night tonight. Teata's got to get something going right away. Down 19 pins. We're in the fifth frame of the championship match. A little high. Got a little soft there. Leaves the 3-6. And you wonder what thoughts are going through his mind. Is he thinking back to last year with where Jim Brenner came all the way up to beat him? You know, is that reliving in his mind?
Well, it very possibly could be. Jim Brenner did come all the way from the opening match, won 3 matches, and then took the tournament against Teata Semiz. We take a look at Teata's classic form. Little shuffle step. There's 1. Pushes away in 2. Nice shoulder high. Now take a look at this great knee bend and beautiful position at the finish. That's
look at that left arm too.
I mean, you really, if you want to teach somebody how to bowl, you can do much worse than emulating Teata Semiz's form as he strikes in the 6th frame. Like fun on the Gulf of Mexico.
Right now, Winger's been having fun for 3.5 games. Will it continue for another half a game is the question.
Well, here we go in the 6th frame. He works on 3 in a row, and we're coming out of commercial. So we'll see. This may be Teata Semiz's chance to get back in the match.
Well, you call that one right through the heart. The 3-9, no split, but not an easy spare.
Tough spare and a difficult situation. You know, you're sitting for 2 or 3 minutes as we're doing our commercials, and we all know that's part of the telecast. It's not a surprise. As we see Ron Winger, maybe a little bit tentative. That ball only got out to about the 9th board. His previous shots have been getting out to maybe 6 or 7.
Uses his strike ball, doesn't switch balls here. Has to hurry. Ooh, just gets it.
And he puts up the safe sign.
But he gives Teata an opportunity. He's down by 19 right now.
We'll take a look at this ball. Now, right now, I'm not sure. Ooh, it just catches it. And that's why he used his strike ball. And I think that's a very good tip for our viewers as we see his reaction. That strike ball will enable you to get the ball to hook back and get that sleeper 9-pin.
7th frame, championship match. Winger up by 19. There's your scoreboard.
Wants to get it going again. Keep the pressure on Teata.
No, doesn't trip the 4 out this time, but puts it in the 1-3 pocket. Easy spare.
Now he'll probably switch balls to go harder and straighter at this particular spare, the 4-pin. Now, right now, Teata Semiz, he's thinking about his next shot. He, too, has been sitting for a while and hasn't thrown a ball for a little bit. So a very important shot after this spare conversion.
But he's got to be pumped up a little bit that he's got an opportunity.
Yeah, he feels like he's got a chance now. And Ron Winger putting the excitement into the single pins as well.
Well, Ron